It's been a long time since I've seen you guys, but today I do have a special presentation for you, and that is going to be the 2022 Mach E all electric. So some of you guys remember some of our earlier videos, we're talking about Tech 580, ECP, the ECP coatings. Since then, since like last August of 2021, we have upgraded to this little program called GT Quartz. Now, our GT Quartz line, I want to say, is like a phenomenal coating. This customer in particular with the Mustang actually ended up going with our titanium package. Let me show you guys what we're working on, right? This Ford Mustang Mach E got dropped off Friday night, like 5 p.m. And then out of nowhere, check this out. Another customer comes in, he's like, hey, I want the GT Quartz coating too. We're like, hey, all right, let's get it done. And it's a really cool car. We're gonna do another video on that, but let's get back to the ceramic coatings.
Now this customer did end up going with our titanium coating, which is our most advanced coating. And I think it's one of the most advanced coatings on the market because it has something that I haven't seen before, which it gets 2 coats of primer, which actually harden up more than the actual coating itself. So it's superb protection, and this actually does offer a more enhanced scratch resistant protection than I've seen with any other coating on the market. Again, like I said, it's 2023, but right now what you guys are seeing is we're doing our 5-step wash system. So this system is proprietary by Gliptone, and there's 5 steps. There's your tire and rim, your low pH, your high pH soap. You still have to clay bar, and then also hit the car with an iron eater, which gives you the most superb advanced bond. And it's so key to all of our coatings. We actually use the 5-step wash on more than just our GT Quartz line. We'll even use it on some of our base 1-year coatings too, which will, in my opinion, give it another 2 or 3 years of adherence and bondage because it's just that amazing. But let's go ahead and finish the 5-step wash, and then we'll jump into our actual paint correction. So you guys might not be able to see this that well in the camera, but there are some imperfections, there's some marring, there's some scratches on the trim. I mean, this thing is brand new, straight off the showroom floor, and it looks pretty rough, but you're gonna see here in this next clip what it looks like after we actually buff it, and you can see the huge difference in the gloss after using our Gliptone, our Menzerna, and our Rupes products along with our Rupes buffing system. So stay tuned for the paint correction here coming up. Now, I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but I'm gonna show you guys some tips and tricks that I think are key. Now, we've talked about paint correction before in our other videos, so again, I'm not gonna get too deep into what we use or what passes or pads or any of that, but one of the key things is you really need, when you're doing these specialty vehicles, you really need an assortment of buffers. Like for instance, this 3-inch buffer really allows us to go ahead and attack mirrors and some of the finer areas on the trim. And we also use 1-inch buffers and of course our 6-inch buffers as well, because they're just that important if you're gonna be able to get into all the cracks and crevices of these spaces that we're working on. And I have the perfect example right here for you. Again, this vehicle is off the showroom floor. It literally came from the dealership straight to us, and you can see some micro scratches here on the trim. And don't worry about that stuff on the windows, we'll dial that in later, but you can see the scratches here. So we're gonna take our 3-inch buffer, some compound, and buff that out so you can see how big of a difference this makes, and so that you're not using a 6-inch buffer and ripping more into the paint than what we need to. So now we're moving on to the juicy part of the video, which is applying the ceramic coating. Now again, we're doing the titanium coating on this bad boy, so it's getting 2 coats of primer, but can you guys see what I'm doing wrong in this video? I'll give you a second. Well, you probably weren't able to see it. It was right at the beginning. And this is a pro tip for any installer, and that is to make sure that you're using your thumb in place of the cap while applying your coating, because you don't want to get any contaminants in your coating. And then also, this stuff does evaporate pretty quickly. So make sure to keep your thumb over the top and put your cap on when you're all done with using the coating. Another great tip when ceramic coating is to make sure that you're doing your cross hatching. So you're gonna wanna go up and down and then also left and right. And what this is gonna do is make sure that you're getting max coverage across the surface that you just coated, so that you're not getting cow patching, or in other words, missing spots on the paint that should be covered in ceramic coating.
But yeah, so when I am wiping off the excess ceramic coating, I'm making sure that I'm not applying too much pressure, and I want to make sure that I just only get the excess, look for high spots.
Now those are two great key points when dealing with ceramic coatings, is removing your excess material from the actual ceramic coating, and then also looking for high spots. So you want to use the most minimal force possible with your microfiber rag, and you want to use brand new rags to make sure that you're not removing too much compound, just the excess. And I'm going to show you what a high spot looks like now. So this is what a high spot is. Basically, I didn't apply enough pressure, or I completely maybe missed a section, and you can see that haziness on the headlight there. And no matter how hard I press, no matter what I do, I cannot get this off. Now, you might not have this issue with other coatings because they may not be a professional grade coating like we're using with our GT Quartz line. This stuff hardens up like a rock, so you need to move quick and be precise. One thing I really love about the GT Quartz line is they allowed us to use our final polishing compound prior to applying the ceramic coatings as a high spot remover. You simply take a little bit on your microfiber rag and you just gently polish the high spot, wipe it off, and bam, the high spot is gone. Whether you're a detailer or a customer watching this video, or a future customer, one other pro tip that you absolutely need when doing paint correction and ceramic coatings is lighting. You can never have enough lighting. Now, the reason why lighting is so important on these ceramic coatings and also during the paint correction phase is because we want to be able to find all of the imperfections and high spots as possible. We don't want to miss anything. If you're doing this in a dark garage, I mean, you're missing out, and you're probably gonna gyp yourself because you're gonna find yourself buffing, hand buffing a lot of high spots and finding out that maybe your paint correction job that you did was really ugly. So lighting is so key. You can see everything. You can see even after having all this lighting surrounding, I'm still using a small light bar to come back over and double check my work. Lighting is so key, guys. Don't forget that. So originally when filming this, we had hours of video that we needed to edit because we talked about key points of the ceramic coatings and all that. But I wanted to dwindle that down and basically just tell you, if you're a certified detailer, if you're a detailer, you need to get on these certified ceramic coatings, especially if you're a customer too watching this. These coatings are not the coatings that you're gonna buy from AutoZone or on Amazon. You need to be certified to install them. They're gonna enhance everything so much more. Your scratch resistance is going to be higher, your UV sun protection is going to be higher, your hydrophobic properties are going to be higher, and also your gloss is going to be insane. This customer called me a year later and said people still come to me and ask what I did differently to his Mach E Mustang because the color is just so much bolder. When you pull up next to another vehicle, it's the same color. The gloss is just insane. This stuff shows up on your Carfax. There's a ton of other key features on why you want these ceramic coatings, and if you can't see it in this after video, then you need to go see your eye doctor. But yes, guys, get on these certified ceramic coatings. I don't care if it's Car Pro, Ceramic Pro, whatever is out there. We're using GT Quartz. We love our product. This is the company we're gonna go with, but you absolutely need these types of coatings.
He's gone. It didn't even make a sound. So we just completed and delivered our ceramic coating for the Mustang. We get Zach in here. So we're all having, well, I'm having some champagne. But yeah, so we're popping a bottle, and the customer ended up tipping $1,000, dude. So now we're gonna pop bottles. Oh, $1,000 tip. Dude, this is awesome.